First of all, just want to say thank you to the gaffer for the day, which was Rob. We got a presentation of a certificate and a ball signed by the players. The only thing I will put a downer on it is that my last game as gaffer, we won. And unfortunately, Rob's first game as gaffer, he lost. But, Rob, you can only put 11 players out there, and when they don't perform, they lose, it's their fault. But I'd like to give him a certificate and ball on behalf of us and the players.
He does choose. Well done, Rob.
And this next presentation, if Sonny would come up, this is to mark the fact that last Saturday Liam played his 50th game for the Angels. If Dan can come forward and do the ladies' awards.
Sorry, Trev. We've had a brilliant year. I'm really pleased with how the girls have got on this year. Just some stats. Steve, Barry, if you want to just listen to this bit, we've got 100% home league record. We've reached the cup final and we've got promoted. Right, so top goal scorer awards. This was quite closely contested for half the season, but Becky has absolutely run away with it since Christmas, and she's currently got 31 goals and is the top scorer in the league as well. So Becky, well done. Okay, so Manager's Player of the Year. So I'll have a little chat with Rob and Reese, who have been fantastic for me all year round, as always. And we decide this on attitude, performance and improvement. We had several contenders this year, such as Flo, Helena, Sharon, Becky, James, Kels, and loads of others. Everyone's been brilliant. But the standout winner this year was Becky Jarvis. So we also have the Players' Player of the Year. We have two awards. We have first and second place. The runner-up joined us at the start of the season and has led by example from the back and has brought the best out of a lot of players around her, including especially Helena. And that's the player that became our captain earlier in the year. That's Sharon. So the winner of the Players' Player Award, which is the Morris Brown Shield. And this player has been consistently outstanding for the whole of the season and won with 6 votes ahead of Sharon, and that was Becky James. As Dave said, we've got our cup final on May the 17th, so if as many people could come down and support the team, that would be brilliant at the Gallagher Stadium. Over to Dave.
Cheers, Dan. A big round of applause for the ladies' team. So congratulations to Luciano and Cesse for getting into the first team. That can lead us on to the Players' Player of the season. I think it's not as obvious as people would think, because there was only one vote in it, and the vote for the Players' Player of the season is Luciano.
Whip round by him for socks. Here you go!
A well-deserved reward for Luciano's efforts this season. Leading on to Manager's Player, the fact that there's only one vote separating the Players' Player and Manager's Player made my decision a little bit easier. I don't believe he's here, but Ibrahim Attaya has been our goalkeeper all season, bar 2 or 3 games, and he got second place in the Players' Player, and his attitude and application as well has been very, very good, and he is my choice for Manager's Player. Unfortunately, he's not here, so I am going to ask Luciano to come up and accept the reward on his behalf. You can send my picture later.
This season's been the most testing and trying as the first season, where we had no players from the start of the season. It's been hard. We've got. It is quiet, isn't it? Because you've started something now. I don't know where to start really. We've had injuries. We look for excuses. Injuries that Melvin can't deal with. He works 7 days a week to try and get them fit, and it just hasn't worked for us this season. We've had our knocks from certain people. We haven't been good enough, and I'll stand here in front of people that want to be here, that will take that on board. As a management team, as a football team, we haven't been good enough to produce what we wanted to produce this year, and we'll take that on the chin. Next year will be different if we can keep everyone fit. So all I will say from this part of the season, because I'm not going to go into the depths of it, is we've tried and it hasn't worked out. So I thank all the players and the staff for their efforts this season, and we just haven't been able to manage what we wanted to achieve. So I thank you all very much. Normally I have a load of cards and I can go through all different bits and pieces. I'd love to thank the people that welcome us through the doors: Linda, Pam, Sheila, Debbie, to give us our entrance for the players and their wives, girlfriends, families. They do an awful lot, unseen work. The bar staff, Gareth, Tamara and the girls behind the bar, all of them do a tremendous amount of work that goes unseen. Pete, look at me. Pete. You've had a haircut for tonight, I know that. Right. But that pitch, I will say that pitch has been the best it's been since I've been at this football club. And that's a credit to you. We'll carry on with the thank yous. Like I say, Dan, you were the girls' team, ladies' team, should I say. You've been brilliant this year. You've done really well, and congratulations to you lot. Chris, where are you? Where's Chris hiding now? Oh, I see him there. Right. Chris, you started with nothing, as I did the first season I was here. And for you to bring, like I say, I'm not worried about how many trophies you bring to the club. You've brought 2 players through to the first team, which is more than any trophy that can bring this football club. And they've both held their own. So well done to you. A few more before we get onto the awards. The fans that support us through thick and thin, I'd like to thank you because you keep this club together. The board that, rightly or wrongly, have offered me another year. Thank you to you for your support through good and bad times. Lisa, my children, I'd like to thank you as well, mainly because I've put you through some bad times this year, because we've been awful. And for your support and help through it all, that's helped me get through it. So I thank you. Now, before I do the awards, I can't promise anybody in this room what we're going to achieve next year. All I will say is we'll give the best we can, and if we're good enough, we'll succeed. If I'm good enough, I'll succeed. If I'm not, then it's up to the board to do what they have to do. But we will try our utmost to be as successful as we can.
Well done, Steve!
If I have forgotten anyone for the thank yous, I do apologise. And do come up and speak to me afterwards, and I apologise. I appreciate your face to face. Where's Jeff? Because you're there, I've just seen you straight away. The programme's fantastic. Sorry, mate, but the programme's fantastic, and the photos. You and Dave as well. Dave as well. Fantastic. My big one. Trev, where are you at? Oh, you're right in front of me. Videoing me, aren't you? Yeah. Get you up and do a bit of the blues later, or the jazz, won't we? Do a bit of the jazz later, Jim? Trev?
Don't know.
What? Peter? John? But Jim and Trev do amazing work afterwards for the home games, and I appreciate that as well, you know, because that relays to the fans what we try and put out on the pitch. I won't bore you no more, let's get on to the awards. Okay. Right, we're going to the Manager's Player of the Year, Runner-Up of the Year. This has been a tough one, and it was a tough one. He's, believe it or not, had a really tough year. A really tough year. And that started from the start of pre-season. And as I am as a manager, family comes first. I don't care how much money you earn at football, how good you are at football, your family is your main priority. Yeah. And this player at the start of pre-season, or middle of pre-season should I say, went through a lot. Through the season he went through another little bad spell, but he never let it affect his football. And for someone to do that, it's remarkable in my eyes. And for him to hold together in the last part of the season, a very young, inexperienced back four, I'll take my hat off to him. And Sonny Miles, you're my Manager's Player.
My head's bigger than it, don't worry about it.
like I say, thought that was a worthy second place. Now, first place, it's deservedly on all of our parts, I believe. He's come in to do something, probably something different he hasn't had to do in previous seasons where he's played. He's come in and he's done exactly what we've asked him to do. Might sulk a little bit, might moan a little bit, he might even jaw it to the floor when he's told what to do that he don't agree with. But I've got to hold my hands up, and as honest I am with all them players out there, and anyone speak to them, they'll tell you the truth. It's thoroughly deserved. Joe Turner. Last two awards before someone else can speak. This award is something that I personally think, through playing and managing, is the best award any player can get, because it's done by your peers and they see what you put in over the 46, 56, whatever games you play during the season. They see how much you give to the team, and this award is given by them on appreciation of what you do on a pitch and what you do in training and away from the game. So the Players' Player of the Year runner-up is Sonny Miles.
Sonny the bridesmaid.
Finally, and I've got to be honest, it was close between three players this. There was one vote between the three of you, but Players' Player of the Year is Joe Turner. Just one more thing before I go, and you'll probably be pleased about it, but I would like everybody in the room, whether it's trying gritted teeth or not, all them players over there and my staff that helped me, I'd love you to give them a round of applause, because they have been excellent for me, regardless whether we achieve what we want to achieve or not. They have been fantastic. Thank you very much.
You may have heard earlier that he played 46 out of 46 league games. He actually played 56 games in total, including the cups, every single game. Okay, next up, Supporters Player of the Year. As you would have heard earlier, the winner was Joe Turner. Okay, next up is the Gordon Fleming Trophy, which is for the highest goal scorer. The winner was Alex Akrofi. Sorry, Alexander Akrofi.
wasn't very dry.
You didn't score today, did you?
As Steve mentioned earlier, we have a fine pitch, and well, let's just pull him up, shall we? Come up, Pete.
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. I would say that this season has been a total mix of emotion for a lot of people. The players, the teams have done us very well. They've presented themselves as representatives of the club, which is all we ask for. The board as such have been through quite a lot. We have unfortunately lost 3 members, experienced members, and it is very difficult to, well, we can't replace the 3 people: Steve Churcher, Chris Drew and Roger Madams. So we're trying our best to keep the club in the manner which they would want it to be kept. So it's quite hard, really. This club depends on volunteers, supporters and players, which I think we've done the town proud. Everybody who comes to this ground is really impressed by it. They love it. You see people come in here and they take photographs and they're overwhelmed by it. And it's something we should all be proud of. Everything we do, we should be proud of here. So it's fantastic. And all I can say is, as the chairman, which is a position which I didn't really think of being in, I can thank you on behalf of the board and really everybody who's involved. So thank you very much indeed. You'll be pleased to know that this speech will be kept very short because I'm not very tall anyway. And I do realise that some of you do actually want to get out to actually enjoy yourselves for a little while. There is one job which I've got to do. You may know that Rob Steele has been our president for a couple of years. He has decided to step down, and we were pondering over who we should look at to become president of the club. There was only one candidate, so Steve Churcher, please will you accept the position of our new president? Please will you come up? Please will you come up, Steve?
Steve, come on. Come on, Steve.
Can I get a bottle of something?
Unfortunately not. No, we couldn't stretch that far. No, this makes a change. Please will accept that on our behalf. And I think we need a few words.
No, you don't.
Yeah.
No, you don't. No. You don't need any words from me. I said what I had to say when I stepped down, which, you know, hopefully was due to some medical issues that I'm currently going through, and you know, with your support, we'll get through that and we'll move on. So, from my point of view, well done, Dave, for taking the club on. I think you're the right man for the job, and I think we all need to get around you and support Dave and the rest of the board. So thank you, it's an honour that I take on willingly, but it's all yours.
Thank you very much, Steve. Just thank you again to everybody. It's not the board that make the club, it's the club that make the club, and it's the people involved in it. So thank you very much. Now here you'll see my footballing skills. please enjoy yourselves, and thank to everybody. Thank you.
Cheers, Dave. Okay.
Substitution for Tonbridge Angels coming off, number 10, Alexander Trophy. Please welcome onto the pitch, number 17, Nathan Elder. Second goal for Angels, scored by number 17, Nathan Elder.